Following film has been modified from its original version. It has been formatted to fit this screen.
Don't have to work and play.
All right. Shoot. Keep continuing your conversation. Fuck it.
I was just saying that that shit comes in waves, and I don't know. It's weird. I guess I just don't have much to say lyrically. Currently, we'll just see where it goes. I've been working on other things. I've been happy working on other things, and honestly, if Input Entropy is the only album I ever do, so be it. It was fun. I'm proud of it. Could be better, but it is what it is, and it's out there. And
exactly.
Maybe I'll return to music. I probably will, because I really enjoy doing it. But
yeah, I mean, at least you got the background, because that also ties into your video background and everything. So I guess that kind of gives you a leg up on like other amateurs.
Yeah. Well, I just always just like making things, whether or not I have the experience required to, make them professionally or not. And I feel like that's really helped me out over time. I talk about this a lot, but I don't know if I've said it a lot on podcasts or not. But I really enjoy the fact that that I'm into a lot of different mediums, because that means I can, they can cross over, and I can use some of those skills in other mediums when I need to,
Yeah.
Like, for example, I just need background music for my video. I don't want to get copyright claimed. Boom, just make a quick beat or something,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like when I stopped doing YouTube, and then I came back, like, in the wave of things, I feel like I got a burst of excitement. So, like, sometimes you do need a break from shit, and then you come back with, like, 1,000 new ideas.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just your break in music, and then you can just... and plus, you're killer with, like, background noises and shit like that. So that's always just a strong suit to have. Because, like we were talking about, creating that one thing. And, like, we always need background stuff. Like, I always love having friends of friends, or... what's the cliche? How does it go? When your friends know something, you know it too.
I mean, I've never heard that saying, but that's a good saying. I'll add that to my repertoire.
I mean, dude, it's a true saying, because technically, if you're friends with most people, they'll usually teach you how to do most things. I mean, it's just more of like a friendly thing.
And if they can't teach you, then maybe they'll do something for you, or you can pay them and they'll ask less.
Or even if you have that buddy that just always is in your corner rooting you.
Right.
That's always a good thing to have. Because, I don't know, man, with this YouTube shit, dude, it's kind of like finding a needle in a haystack.
Right.
I obviously do think that at one point in time, I think you and I are going to look at each other, and we're going to have a good amount of subscribers. And I'm not doing it for the money. I'm just doing it for the notoriety, pretty much. And that's kind of what's crazy about it. But the only reason I say that is because I'm going to keep grinding. It's inevitable at this point. Because I'm taking a pause off college. So, I mean, dude, I'm just going to go as hard as possible. I'm just sick of fucking always having it in the back of my head, man. Because, I don't know.
No, I mean, when you have that in you, to like that drive to make shit, no matter what it is, it's just kind of like it's always gonna be nagging there if you don't pursue it.
Yeah, if you're always scratch that itch.
Yeah, you're always gonna be like, man, what if I went and did that?
Yeah, because I always come back to this conclusion that I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do videos. I'm just gonna do videos. And I don't know, I just like that. That's enough for me for right now. Might not be enough for me like when I'm 30, but fuck it, dude. I mean, like I'm young enough.
I mean,
make impression.
Like, I super respect people who can like really delve deep into just one topic, one thing that they're the expert on, and you know they're super skilled at it because they pour a ton of hours into it. I love the fact that there's people who do that, because I can talk to them and be like, hey, you know this way better than I do. How do you do this? But I don't think I'm ever going to be that guy in any field, you know? Like, there's a lot of fields that I delve in deeper. Like, as far as video editing goes, I feel like I've done a lot more in that than in some other fields.
Well, then that just means you, like, I don't think, well, that kind of contradicts yourself, and I don't mean that in a bad sense. I mean, if you are not particularly good at like one particular like thing, like video editing or like music, or like you're like you're a man of like many things, technically that means you're just good at knowing people, because at that point they teach you things and then you know somewhat, so you kind of are a people person at that point.
Well, I've never been described as that.
No, dude, but I don't know. I never have either, but I have a good amount of friends that actually. Yeah. I mean, true friends, not actual dickheads. Because I don't like dickheads.
There is a difference.
There is a huge difference, extreme difference. So how are you liking? I don't know if people like. I don't know if you want to publicly announce this. I can edit it out. But how are you feeling being graduated damn near a year?
It feels like. I've definitely announced this, like, at least on Twitter, I bet. It feels weird. I mean, it still feels weird. I mean, I thought that I would feel a lot more when it when it finally ended, but it really, like, high school felt like such a drag to me and such a waste of time at times. I mean, some of it was really cool, as far as just making friends and shit, but as far as just sitting in class, and how boring most of the classes were, with some exceptions.
Doing it for 12 years straight. It's like, what the fuck?
And now I'm out, and I'm like, wow, I feel like I could have left sooner. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like half the reason why I graduated early and went to all, because I was so fucking over it, dude. I was like, dude, it's all the same shit every day. And then I went to college, and then I was like, okay, I already have a year of education on my belt after high school, and I'm like, dude, this shit's stupid. this shit's stupid. And that pissed me off, like hitting that wall. Yeah. Because I was like, dude, this is what I'm supposed to do, if that makes sense. And that's kind of like a whole thing with high school, because you're supposed to do certain things, and that kind of ties in to what I'm saying. Because I never liked high school, because we were supposed to do certain things at certain times, and it was like all controlled, and you never had control of your environment. Yeah. It was nothing but.
It teaches you how to be a quote unquote, productive member of society. You know, it teaches you how to be a cog at risk of sounding like, fucking edgy
I mean,
teen, like society, but
You there?
I'm there. Hello.
Okay.
Did I cut out?
You might have. I'm not too sure, but you caught it on your end, so we're good. Probably just gonna leave it in raw. I don't really care. But I lost my complete train of thought now.
We were talking about society and school.
Oh yeah. But school was designed for like factory workers,
right?
So like you were completely designed to go from point A to point B, and so like this worked great in the 40s and like shit in like maybe like up until the 80s, but America's not an industrialized nation anymore. We're completely online. It's all. And like, dude, we don't even like really mine here that much. Like only in certain areas, and that's what I'm like. I don't understand schooling. Like I think it needs to be completely restructured. I don't know how we got to this point.
I mean, there's
what the fuck
there's
ever.
some. Yeah, I mean, there's some programs that seem like they're slightly in the right direction. Like, for example, like, what's it called? Fucking place you could go to learn welding and all that shit.
Trade schools.
Yeah, as far
Like-
as those go, like there was one that was like associated with the high school that you could go there for
Yeah,
part of
yeah. The tech center.
the tech center shit.
I attended it for a year, and that's why I know graphics so well. And then I did graphics in college for a semester,
I feel
so I also
like-
know that. Like, I am completely... I've done graphics for like 3 years, dude, and it blows my mind. Or like 4 years, damn.
Yeah.
Like, damn near professionally. Like, I know what to do. Don't have a degree in it, but that's one thing that I have in my...
What are degrees in 2020 anyway, but pieces of paper?
I don't know, dude. That's what's so crazy to me,
Especially in the
'cause, like,
design career.
college education is just turning into the high school diploma. That's what's
Yeah.
freaking me out. Cause so like at this point in time, it's like, dude, it's either I make it in YouTube or like nothing. Like that's where it's at, dude. And
Right.
like that's the only way that I'm not worried about making six figures, because I'll work my ass off on a trade before shit hits the fan like
Yeah.
that. But
I'm okay with just fucking surviving enough to make more shit. Like, if I don't blow up and I don't turn into like a super... I mean, I'm not trying to be super famous anyway. I just want...
no, I want an income from this.
Yeah, just a basic fucking income. That's all I
Yeah.
need. And then
I can do other shit on the side to make
Yeah.
my other money.
And
I'm not
if-
too worried about that. Like, yeah.
right. And if like I don't end up getting a lot of money from the YouTube stuff, or even like enough to make a living, I'm completely fine with, doing a fucking,
Yeah.
working at fucking Home Depot or some shit.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it either, man, because I don't know. As creative people, I feel like a lot of us don't really have the desire to be. It just kind of happens,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I mean,
But,
obviously more money means
I
that
don't
you
know.
can
I'm not gonna
make bigger projects,
Oh yeah.
and you can pay,
I'm-
professionals to work on projects with you. But
Yeah.
there's also something to be said. Like, you can make stuff with no money at all, or with a very
mean-
bare minimum amount of money.
I made a video on my channel that was about this guy named DANPOETMAN, and this motherfucker literally embarrasses himself and has like more than like 300 episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. You probably don't even know him, but he only has like 1,000 subscribers, but he's been doing it since like 2008. So like before anybody even really found out about YouTube, besides like the OG people. And like he's been doing it since then, and he's still doing it to this day. And he's like a 67-year-old like old man, and it's the funniest shit in the world. But I respect it because
Yeah.
like it's a passion project at that point. It's nothing more than that.
Exactly.
He thinks he's an actual comedian, and so does 1,000 other people. But most of the comments are hate, and I'm like, dude, it's easy to hate on the guy. He's an old man with like assless chaps, dude. Like, come on, just leave the guy alone. Like, swear to God, he wore some assless chaps in a video. It's the funniest shit in the world, and I love that video to death. That's my Legend of series. I only have two episodes of it, but it's one of my favorite series.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
it's just
yeah.
passion, dude. It's passion. I hope I'm that 67-year-old man still uploading videos 12 years from now. Even though I'll only be like in my fucking I'll be 30 in 12 years. Fuck that, dude. That's not cool, man. I just came to that fucking assessment.
30 sounds
That's
old.
Yeah, dude. My sister's 25. She's 5 years to it, bro. Could you imagine? Fuck that.
It's best not to think about it.
Dude,
You have plenty of time to think about it when you're 30.
Yeah, that's what's such a time fuck to me. Because, like, I've been graduated damn near 2 years. But I'm only 18. So, like, I don't really have any... like, so I'm like over here thinking like, man, I'm fucking up my life. And then I'm like, no, you're only 18, dumb.
Right.
You graduated you only graduated like 7 months ago, you dumbass. So that's what's been going through my head. I'm like, dude, I feel old, but I'm not. And
I feel like, yeah, ever since I got out of high school, it's felt like kind of, okay, so I'm supposed to do something now. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's
like, I'm supposed to go to college or something. I don't really want to do that. Unless I go to like a fucking art school, but even then, it would mostly just be for making connections.
Yeah, that's all it usually is. That's what's so fucked up about college education. It's not dude, it's the same shit you learned in high school, just a little bit more in depth.
Right.
Like, sometimes it's a lot more in depth, and other times you're like, this is it? This is the class? Like, I'll be honest, dude, it's weird. It's a weird thing. But, I don't know. I college is for some people, it's not for others, but I'm just gonna focus on me and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do, but hopefully within a year I'm living on my own with my fucking buddies.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah,
I think
plan on it. At least getting like an apartment just so that I can produce more videos.
Dude, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Start a fucking studio.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to do. Grow that shit out.
Oh, because the only way to actually even get like a community is grinding. It's consistency, and
yeah,
I've never been consistent for longer than 30 days, and I'm happy to say that I did it for 30 days.
Yeah, no, I mean that's extremely. I mean, I wouldn't do 30 days, but
dude, it was insane. I was like, what the fuck? How do people do this?
Well, like, that's why I'm never going to do that. But that's why I wanted to do this fucking Nunican studio shit. So it's like it becomes more of a group than just individual, so that the channel itself can have fairly regular content, but it's not all me doing it, So like I don't burn out every 10 days. And I can keep making shit at whatever quality I want, which is usually, a decent amount of quality. I want to take some time and work on, how my stuff looks. I mean, as far as like more recent stuff, I've been trying to get stuff out quicker. Like as far as that that Grinch Night review, that was like a day of editing, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Just but for something bigger,
for like 6 hours straight, and then getting it done, yeah.
But it's something bigger, like the extravaganza. That took a lot of effort because it's 2 hours.
I feel like when you film in person, that's when the least like if you do more work in real life, that's like when you have to do the least amount of editing. I've noticed. Like when you're filming with people.
Oh yeah.
Instead of recording by yourself in your room, I seem to edit shit a lot quicker when it's other people there. I don't know. I think it's just because it's a group project at that point.
The more work you do at the start of the process, the less work you have to do at the end. So like a lot of times, I mean, I don't follow this rule because sometimes it does work really well to do it this way, to where I just like I film a ton of stuff and then later I stitch it together in editing so that it makes sense, but don't script it to begin with. And then other times, which is very rare for me because I'm not, as far as YouTube videos go, I'm not really a scripter. I don't like to overplan things, but that does mean my editing takes longer. But if I scripted something out and I knew exactly all the beats that needed to land, then I would know exactly what to edit. But that would make editing less of a creative process and more of just a, gotta get this through process,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think with art of any kind, you just kind of have to experiment and do different stuff and see what works for you. There's no like one size fits all. And sometimes, the size doesn't even fit the same person at multiple times. Sometimes I like to do different things, you know? Just mix it up. You'll get all sorts of different stuff made.
Yeah, I mean, I just love playing around with camera angles. That's my favorite thing to do, dude. I love camera angles. It'll take 25 minutes or 20 minutes just to get like 3 shots, but fuck it. Fuck it, dude. I don't know.
Well, composition is a huge thing.
Yeah, dude. I bought a camera and I was like, I'm just gonna fuck around with this for a minute.
Yeah.
And now it's just, I love making real life videos. Real life, like skits. So much fun. So much fun. But you can't like over dramatize them to the point where they're cringy.
Right.
Because I'm not dressing up in a costume, but I'll easily make something stupid out of like,
yeah.
Like I love my social distancing video. So fucking funny. It was like 2 minutes 30 seconds. Literally just brought Thad, Drew, Blake into a field and was like, we're gonna do this. And that was literally it, dude. And then we were just like, we just gotta over exaggerate social distancing. It can't be that hard. Go. And then I fed them a couple lines and that was the end of it.
Sometimes the simplest videos just end up being, you know.
Yeah.
Good.
Like Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
Amazing. Fucking amazing YouTuber.
It's just minimalism on his part. It's not like he has to do a ton of editing. It's literally just the jokes are good, so they land.
And I love the Nintendo one where he's just pounding on a keyboard and fucking making a bunch of noises, dude. So funny. So funny. So now that we're speaking of you're speaking of Nunican Studios or whatever you'd like, or Nunicantv or Productions or whatever you'd like to call it. Who's the next person you're bringing into the crew, man?
I'm always looking. That's partially the reason why it's
background.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What are you saying?
I said, so who's helping you in the background?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, I'm always looking for people, but as far as people who are, like, currently super helpful and people that I've been working with recently has been, like, Ryan, who runs Nunicantv. I mean, it's pretty much his own channel at this point. He posts stuff there. And then also, he helped a lot with editing the extravaganza, the fall extravaganza that I did. Just like cutting things. I mean, he has less experience editing than I do, but he's still, I mean, he's learning a lot and he's doing decent, like extremely well for just starting out. So shout out to Ryan from Nunicantv. He's a real help. And then also, of course, Brendan Reviews has been a good companion in the whole YouTube front. And we're always working on stuff together and doing collabs and whatnot. And
yeah, I think it's funny that he does movie reviews and then you brought him out of the movie reviews into like a whole different other fucking realm, dude, which I think is great.
Well, I mean, to be fair, along with the movie reviews, he always did kind of do some skits along with them, but they're usually like at the end of the video, so most people might not see those in his earlier stuff unless they stay to the end. But yeah, I feel like both of us have kind of learned from each other quite a bit, and there's always stuff you can learn. I'm trying to get him to switch over to Premiere because he has it. I mean, not him personally, but he has access to the whole Adobe suite, but he's been using Filmora for most of his video editing, which is fine, but I really think he would benefit from learning Premiere because he can make better effects, especially for like gunfight scenes and stuff like that, and then just masking and all that jazz. So I'm gonna try and teach him.
I'm gonna try and teach him, mold him into something.
Oh, what else was I gonna say?
A little sly.
Hey, he taught me a lot about cinematography and stuff, and just seeing his stuff is inspiring for me. So it's the least I can do, give him back. Yeah. Speaking of finding people though, also I've just made a lot of like other connections with people that aren't like super deep connections or anything yet, but they're just kind of like, just people that I talk to about YouTube and people that, I collab with from time to time and see where things go. And then also partially the reason why I'm doing the extravaganzas is to kind of attract more talent into the Nunican Studios area, so that I can talk to them and kind of learn from them. And then also, if eventually they are interested, they might join me in the Nunican Studios brand. Obviously, they're always allowed to keep their own identity. I'm not gonna like fully absorb them or anything, but yeah, I'm just trying to kind of build a community and try and build a whole studio of people. And right now it's at the kind of start of that. It's
at the fucking groundwork, man. Pouring the cement.
Yeah, exactly. It's making the transition between being, okay, this is Nunicantv run by Nunican, myself, I am the channel, to being we are the channel, it's a collective.
So are you just turning back into your like normal self? If Nunicantv turns into Nunicantv, does that still mean you're Nunican, or does that mean you're just you? That's
well, I'm staying Nunican. I'm staying Nunican.
Okay,
my name's on everything. I get to be the Walt Disney of this studio.
I gotcha.
Also, mostly just because most of my online. Wow, I'm struggling with words. Online friends just call me Nunican anyway, instead of my real name. It would be confusing if I changed it at this point. Might as well just keep it.
That's a fair point. I mean, I could never change my name. I literally have a drawing that I gave to my grandmother, signed Zaya, and it's like from preschool. So apparently I've been Zaya for a lot longer than I thought. It's spelled the same way. Real shitty. Yeah. 18 still spelling it wrong.
Hey, sometimes things just stick.
They do, dude, and I didn't like my nickname when I was growing up. It was just Zaya, and I was like, that's stupid. I'm Isaiah. I'm a person. I'm a human being. Respect me. Fucking dicks.
Trying to shorten my name.
Yeah, exactly. Assholes. Make it easier to call me. Across the house. Anyways, okay, that was a tangent.
Dude, this whole show's a tangent.
Oh, it is, dude. I mean, we bounced from so many different topics real quick. But other than Nunican Studios, like, are you gonna like try and get more artists to like come out? Like, are you up to help artists come up?
Well, yeah, that's the. I mean, that is the main reason why I'm starting these more collaborative things. Is not just to have them join me, but just kind of even just joining me in the journey of building, building communities and building fan bases. Connections and shit. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I still see it as a win if I meet someone and I help them get some subscribers, or I help them, figure out how to do something they didn't know how to do, or even if it's just like another relationship that I have, it's like, oh, cool, it's cool to meet more artists that are doing different shit than I am, or the same shit, or whatever. So, yeah, regardless of whether or not people choose to join Nunican Studios, I'd still always like to support up and coming artists. Like in the in the Fall Extravaganza, obviously there's people that I know that are in the actual video, but also if you notice at the end I said something about a playlist. There's a playlist in the description that just has like even more like people who didn't make something for the stream, but I still think you should go check out. So I just like, I mean, I did that last minute, so I didn't get like, obviously all the people that I like. So I just kind of, put it together last minute. But yeah, if I can get them like 2 extra views on their video, and one of those people is like, hey, I'm gonna stick around, this is pretty neat, then cool.
I gotcha.
Because that's what I would have wanted for myself.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't stick around.
Right.
So I'm sorry, Gavin. I'm sorry for not sticking around after 9th grade.
Hey, everyone drifts apart. Sometimes they drift back together. Sometimes, they stay apart.
I mean, hey, man. I'm happy to help you in any way with the Nunican Studios.
Hey, same here. If you ever need anything for the old...
I mean, we're already kind of technically working on something in the background, so that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working on secret stuff.
Secret stuff, yes, secret stuff.
Which I may or may not have halfway spoiled on Twitter in a reply, but...
That's fucking amazing, dude.
I said, like, I get so excited about new projects, and I just have to tell people... and then sometimes I don't end up going through, but
it's better to hype it up right away instead of not doing it right away,
Yeah, because then also people are excited about it, and that makes me feel like, man, I gotta actually do it now.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. So you spoiled it. I guess just check out his Twitter.
I mean, literally all I said is that I'm getting into some animation stuff.
Oh, I got it. Animation. It's code-named animation stuff. Don't question it. You dumb motherfuckers. All 15 of the people that watched last video. I appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah. Oh, did we get 15 on the last...
Apparently, dude. The only reason I know that is because I had it pinned to my channel. Because I found out how to do that. I didn't know that was a thing.
I tweeted that out, right?
I have no idea. I don't know if I follow you on Twitter, which is probably a bad thing.
I don't... I think I did, but I'm not entirely sure. If I didn't, I'll do it for this episode.
I mean, I never really use Twitter. I don't even think I have it linked. I use Snapchat and Instagram because I feel like that's where all the youngsters are at.
That's true, but
all them young cliques.
I will say Twitter is probably a good thing to do for YouTube because most YouTubers that I know have a Twitter, and that's normally where they get definitely. DMs and shit.
Oh, I have one. I just don't have it linked. Dude, I'm so ready for this corona fucking bullshit to be over.
Same.
Dude, my buddy got it.
Shit. Yeah, the cases are going up.
Yeah, he was like, it was the worst pain. It was like the worst sickness I had for the first 3 days, and then I was over it. And I was like, damn, good for you though.
At least you got over it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I already had it, and then I just got rid of it.
I mean, I've had like little symptoms, but like I haven't had like a really bad sickness.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got really sick in like December, January, and then I never got sick again after that. I got horribly sick, but it was only for like 2 days. Slept in bed for like 2 days, and then I woke up. I was done and over with. Ugh, dude, fuck COVID. Pause in our fucking life.
I'm a little bit worried because I haven't been sick for a while, and
things.
usually whenever the seasons change, I get like sick for like I mean not sick like bedridden necessarily, but sick as in just like I have kind of bad symptoms for at least a week.
I got you.
But yeah, I haven't had that in a while, so I'm a little concerned. It's gonna like happen.
White man allergy. White man allergy. It's for invading my land. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, dude. Gotta get used to my name. It's fucked up. I don't know. I'm really excited about the show, though. I'll edit this out.
Same. I'm super excited about it.
I don't know. Like, should we just talk about it on this episode?
We can talk about it, but not about any plot
Vaguely.
elements.
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah. So I guess bottom line, we can only say that we're trying to make an animated show.
And we can talk
Like,
about the process of working on it. We just can't talk about any specifics about the plot.
Obviously, because that's just spoilers. Which nobody likes spoilers, especially when you're making
Right.
a
Exactly.
AAA fucking blockbuster animation show like
Right.
Nunicantv and Zaya's doing. Yeah, dude, this is I swear to God, watch. Our channels will blow up, and like this will just be archived, and it's gonna be like, holy shit. Because I'm just gonna run it, because I feel like looking back at this podcast, it's gonna be like, man, complete garbage, but I like listening to it.
Exactly. It's always good to
complete
archive things.
selfish
That's the main
act, I
reason
guess.
I'm doing. Like, well, yeah, but also, like, if you get, like, really good fans, a lot of times they might want to see, you know, what are these guys thinking about things, you know?
Exactly.
And maybe, you know, most people won't be interested, but there'll be, like, a handful that are like, huh, I kind of like how these guys think. I wonder if there's hours of audio of just them
Bullshit.
thinking out loud. And that's this. And if you're here, welcome.
One time we should try and get some more people, like a third person. So we should try and
Yeah,
interview
no, that'd be
somebody.
dope.
We should interview Lil Sly. Can we please get Lil Sly?
Oh man. Can we? I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him.
I'll talk to him.
I
Lil Sly. Dude.
rumor has it, you know, I have connections with Lil Sly's manager.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Actually a relative. I think he's like my second uncle. Yeah.
Oh, that's hype, man.
He's got like
real
a
hype.
mustache, very bushy eyebrows.
Oh, dude, I heard I went to the same high school as him. I heard I went to the same high school. That's crazy, dude. Small world, huh?
Yeah.
It's like it's like we're like, you know, fuck it, whatever. Can't think of a joke. It's fine.
Yeah, it was a stupid bit anyway.
Insert podcast title here. Insert joke here, motherfucker, because it was a bad line. Sorry. I don't even know the name. I don't even know if that's the name of the.
I'm saying that's the name.
That's the name today.
Just to confuse
I'm
people,
actually
we
on
should
YouTube,
start
I'll
like
check
one
it
of these
out, 'cause
episodes.
Welcome to Kung Fu Panda 2. the pre-screening.
The pre-screening. Welcome to the director's commentary on Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yes. Fucking.
So
Dude, that
what's
was
it like working with Jack Black?
Well, he definitely ain't that great. I think he's an overrated comedian. I know he's a part of the Rat Pack. The Frat Pack, but like overrated. I don't know. He peaked a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna slander the man. I'm not like super interested in most of his stuff. He's a character, but I've never been like super into Jack Black. He seems like a nice guy.
Hey man, I did not slander the legendary name of Jack Black. I just said he fucking peaked, okay? So did Adam Sandler, okay? We can all agree on that one. Let's just go down the whole line of shitty actors that peaked. Steve Carell, Stephen Hawking's dead. He got a movie out of it.
Yeah.
I'm a walking, talking Stephen Hawking.
So pretty much you've gotten rid of all of the famous attributes of Stephen Hawking. So you're just
I didn't get rid of the brain. I didn't get rid of the brain.
Astronomer.
I don't know even. He was a guy in a chair. What are you talking about? He had Google right in front of him. Why do you think he knew everything?
Yeah, he wasn't even a scientist. Wow, we're slandering plenty of people.
Holy shit.
He wasn't even smart. He was just hooked up to the internet the whole time.
I feel like the last 10 minutes have been the best fucking 10 minutes.
Oh no. This is where it ends. My career gets a little bit of traction. People find this and they shoot me down.
Yeah, right? I mean, at least we're not living in, like, medieval times, you know? If you were a witch, dude, you want to know how you turned into a witch in the medieval times? They just saw you reading a book. Dead ass, dude. And
yeah.
They were just like, that's some spell shit, man. There's some, they're going to turn me into a frog. I'll just drown her.
Yeah, if they see a woman reading a book, they're like, that's not normal in this day and age.
Yeah, right? Now they're just twerking and shit on, like, Snapchat.
But hey,
God damn it.
At least they're free.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this conversation? What is this going to?
I have no clue.
Every time we record, it's usually late at night.
Yeah, I'm dehydrated. I'm tired. Anything I say cannot be held against me in my current state.
Exactly.
Speaking of eggs.
Dude, that sounds dank.
I had nothing to follow that up. Just like the idea of the segue being speaking of eggs. Eggman. Have you seen the Sonic movie? I haven't.
I have not.
Because that's recent news. As we are recording this video at November 3rd, 2020.
Dude, can
that
we
movie
talk
just
about
came
how it's
out
November
yesterday.
already? No, we're just now turning into a new decade. Technically.
It feels like the year's been stolen.
Oh, completely, dude. I feel like it went by way more quickly because of COVID.
Yeah, it's like Corona is the fucking Grinch on top of Mount Crumpet, taking away our hours.
You want to know what I remember about 2020? Watched a lot of YouTube, a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, same.
And watched the world fall apart, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, a lot of observing.
I was more entertained by the Netflix, to say the least.
I mean, nothing's surprising anymore. I hear another celebrity dies, and I'm like, yep, that sounds about right. I'm not even phased anymore.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I saw a meme where they were just like, I think it was a TikTok. I'm ashamed that I have TikTok, but I do. Basically, they were just like reading the newspaper, and they were just like, oh no, this was a Gus Johnson video. I'm an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Where he's
so you outed yourself about the TikTok thing for no reason.
Yeah, I did. Oh my god. Fuck me, dude. Gus Johnson probably has a TikTok. Maybe I saw it on his TikTok. But no, basically he was just reading the newspaper and he's just like 10 world events that would literally be circling in the news for 3 months straight, but nobody gives a fuck right now. Or like something like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah,
it was so great, so great. Because it's true, dude. All this shit was crazy, and what's so funny is I can't remember half of it, and I feel like a really horrible citizen. But that was
everyone's numb.
On live air. Yeah.
Everyone's numb. That's why COVID cases are going up. People are like, oh, the news isn't covering it as much anymore. It's probably gone. Because we have such short fucking attention spans.
Yeah, deadass, dude. I mean, if you really want to think about it, if we all just stayed in our houses for like 2 months, 3 months, like we did for like the beginning of the year, like just a little bit longer, it probably would have been dead and gone. But that brings me to the STD statement. Technically, we could wait 2 weeks, and chlamydia would just not be a thing on Earth if we just stopped fucking. And if we just waited probably like a full year, HIV would pretty much be like eradicated because we would ID every fucking patient that has it. So like, dude, oh my god. So I don't think COVID's going away anytime soon. That's what I'm saying. So I guess as this show goes,
enjoy the show.
I'm gonna just leave it on a depressing. Yeah, let's just leave it on the depressing note.
Everyone, get some popcorn and watch the fucking world burn.
Pretty much, dude.
Happy November.
Happy fucking November. At least it's not September. Because I hate September.
What's wrong with September?
11th.
Okay. I did laugh at that, but it's not. It's because it was very random. Like, it's like that fucking who is it? Norm McDonald or whatever. Like, he has a clip where he's just like 9/11, and everyone cracks up for no reason. It's just so stupid.
Dude, Norm McDonald's underrated.
That's true.
All right, I'm cutting the recording. This is great.
That's the end. Just a shout out to Norm.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Well, that was fun. Check it. Acting like they Carl Young when they're really just hissing and pulse the tongue. Listen, it's not just that your bars are dumb. You gotta get some more shit up in your arsenal than a half-ass flow about having hoes. Or your past the days of thinking that was cool. No, guess not. Still get gassed up when the pass out slop. Change the name when the parody dissed them. Acting like a shot, just narrowly missed them. And I won't name names, but you might wanna shave wheelers, cocaine stains, mate. Okay, not usually known to squad, but with a quadruped brother, the round with a squad to stay. But when dudes read truth like elastic band and tend to snap back at them like a flat bill cap.